Hey everybody, this is the first video on my channel. We're currently in my kitchen. This first video I kind of just thought of last minute, and it was basically just beginner baker or someone who's interested in baking a cake, because I've been like, I want to get into baking lately. I love baking, so you know, I want to get into it. And I want to go as far as to bake a cake. This is a birthday cake, so this isn't like, it's somewhat practice, but it's somewhat not, because I do have to make it for tomorrow. So yeah, I went out of my way to do some chores, not chores, to run some errands, and I bought some stuff to bake cake. I went to Tony's and I went to Michael's, because Michael's has baking stuff. So I'm attempting to bake a cake as a beginner baker. And I decided to vlog it because why not? I spent a pretty good amount of money today, like especially outside of buying baking stuff. So let's hope this turns out really good. I'm pretty confident just because I did do my research and I try to like really like get everything that I needed. I wrote everything down the night before, or last night pretty much. So yeah, and I guess as far as the baking stuff, I will put an amount that I spend on that. Mind y'all, this isn't like from scratch, like all the way. Most of it is gonna be from scratch, but this is very much like beginner from scratch type shit. So I should learn how to bake like, or make stuff from scratch, including like the buttercream, but I decided to just make it easy for myself because I am getting into baking. So I just decided to buy something that's like pre-made. So maybe I'll save that for next time, but for now I just bought most of the stuff that like I really needed to start with. So I'm gonna show that right now. I'm gonna give you a little haul, and I'm obviously gonna put a price at the end of how much I spent with everything. So let me show y'all what I got. Also, I'm sorry if the lighting is off. This light bulb is like on its last life, or one of them at least, because there's two in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you what I got from Michael's first. I think I have everything here. I bought this buttercream frosting in purple. I bought this buttercream icing mix. You mix, I believe, butter and water. Yeah, butter and water, it says that. So, and then I got this spatula to spread the buttercream. I got milk chocolate. You're gonna see what I'm gonna do with this, because I have a really good idea. I bought these pipe things to make different designs. I bought the piping bags. And then let me show y'all what I got from Tony's. Okay, and then from Tony's, by the way, I don't know if there's people watching out of state or not in the Cook County area in Illinois, but if there is and you don't know what a Tony's is, it's basically like a Kroger or Publix. Like it's a supermarket. So yeah, so as far as everything I got from Tony's, I got whole milk. This is the best brand. I'm trying to keep everything like as pure as far as ingredients as possible, because we don't really fuck with GMOs in this house, okay? Even though, yeah, I'm a little hypocritical, because I know some of this does have like not so good ingredients, but we try our best here because it's chemical warfare here in the USA. Don't argue with me about it. What can I say? Anyways, you got 2 boxes of red velvet cake mix. I don't know if I'm gonna need to, but I bought more than I needed to just in case. I bought a a dozen of eggs, specifically Amish eggs. This is the best brand. So shout out Amish companies. They keep it pure. They don't add shit. Lovely. I bought 6 sticks of butter. This comes with 2 each. Also a really good brand. You know, it's basically purely churned butter. Love that. Olive oil. I'm only gonna be using this though for like the bottom, so it doesn't, like, nothing sticks. I don't add a lot, but you're gonna see. And then as far as like tools, I bought this spatula. Mind you, I don't have like a mixer, like the machine. I wish I did, but I don't. So I'm considering getting one for the sake of baking, of course. But for right now, we're just gonna have to use what I got. So I got this is a silicone head spatula, just for like I can mix the buttercream. I bought an ice cream scooper because I bought vanilla ice cream. So yeah, I don't know, I like ice cream in my cake, so do a lot of people. Mind y'all, this is gonna be for a group of people. That's why I'm making this today, and then like I'm gonna let it sit in the refrigerator tomorrow, or for tomorrow, or when I'm done I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. And then yeah, so I'm really hoping this turns out good, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna just have to go and buy a cake, and I just spent a lot of money for no reason. So I'm really hoping this turns out good, but I'm pretty confident just because I did do research. I did do research. I did everything. I looked up everything. I wrote down stuff that I needed last night, so I feel like this will turn out good. I don't know. But right now I'm gonna wash dishes just so I have everything on deck, and I can just have everything as to me just having like, oh, excuse me, as to me being like, oh, like something's in the sink, I need to wash it. So let me wash dishes first, and then I'm gonna clean my area, and I'm gonna record myself cleaning my area because I don't want people accusing me of not cleaning my area, because I have 3 cats and they like to sit around while I cook or bake, or like whenever we step in the kitchen. Example A. So, oh, and another one right here. So yeah, but let me get to washing dishes and we'll get started. Okay, so sometime later, I just finished dishes, other than that pan because that was recently used. I just finished dishes. I also washed my tools, so the pipe thing, I forget what they're called, but those, the spatula, the silicone head, and the other one, the metal one, and the ice cream scoop, which, I mean, we're gonna be using that tomorrow, so we're not using that today. But I washed everything. I'm gonna change my shirt because there's cat hair on it, and then I'm gonna film myself cleaning the countertops, and then we'll really get started. And it's like, what time is it? It's like about 3:30 or 3:40-ish. So it's been some time later, but we're gonna get started, and I'm excited. So all right, be right back. I also don't know if I forgot to mention this, but I did wash my hands before, so we're ready to get started. I'm excited. And I also ended up putting my hair up because I want to take extra precaution. I would just want to be as sanitary as possible, so I did end up putting my hair up. Even though this isn't being sold, I know, but this is for a group of people, and I just want to be as sanitary as possible. Okay, so let's get started. So as far as the cake mix, I found this on YouTube where like basically professional like or like bakers or whatever, like they own a bakery, whatever, they don't really use like this in the back. They kind of do it differently. So with one cake mix box, we're gonna be using a cup of whole milk, half a stick of butter. We have to melt this down, by the way, because in the video that I saw, it was like fully melted, like liquefied. And then 4 eggs, because this calls for 3 eggs. You need 1 more extra egg, so that would be 4 in my case. I'm starting with 1 cake mix right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be oh my god, I don't know if I'm gonna be needing the other one, but we'll see. So we're just using 1 for now. So let me go ahead and get that mixed in. Y'all are gonna see me mix that in. Yes, I'm using this Tupperware as a mixing bowl because I don't have like an actual bowl, so we're just gonna be using this. And it was also recommended to mix the wet ingredients before adding the dry, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna start off, I'm dropping everything. We're gonna start off with adding the whole milk. This is my measuring cup here. So let's do that. Okay, and then we're gonna add our butter. And then we're gonna mix in wet ingredients. I don't know what's going on outside. That's none of my business if you hear all that commotion. But yeah, we're gonna be mixing the wet ingredients. And then we're gonna add the dry. Okay, so wet ingredients are mixed. We're now gonna be adding the dry. So we're gonna add our box of cake mix. And then we're gonna mix it in. Oh, and in the meantime, I'm gonna preheat my oven to 350. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so this is all mixed up, as you can see. And I have a baking pan. I'm gonna put this in. So we're gonna add that, and then we're gonna oil the bottom a little bit so it doesn't stick on, which I don't know, like in the video the person didn't really like put anything, as far as I can tell, on their pan. I don't know if it's just because there's like butter in it, but I just want to be safe about it, and I do want to add it, and also so it comes out easily. So I'll show you all the baking pan I'm going to use. So if anything, this is more like a casserole dish, but this is what I have, and I've baked with it, like as far as like brownies and all that, so it should do the trick. And then yeah, so we're gonna add that to the pan. The oven is still preheating, but we're gonna go ahead and add it. I forgot to oil it. It's okay, we're just gonna keep going. Okay, well, like I said in the video, oh god. But like I said in the video, the person didn't even put like anything on the bottom of their pan. Either that or they use non-stick, and if they did, then I'm kind of cooked. but we're just gonna keep it pushing. If anything, they might have used a non-stick pan, which I don't have and will never use. So we're just gonna have to thug it out and see. Okay, so we're just adding this. But we're just gonna wait for the oil. We're gonna wait for the oven to preheat. Also do this because we don't want air bubbles. Okay, so we're waiting for that, and then we're gonna put this in the oven. So I'm gonna try and do it by hand. This might be a little hard, and if anything, I'm probably just gonna use my food processor. I ended up washing the spatula, and then we have this here. Like I said, it's like a fondant pretty much. You just add stuff to make it soft. So pretty much what it's saying is that you need, what did it say? 4 tablespoons of butter. And I pretty much decided I don't know if they want it like melted, but this is pretty soft. It's at room temperature, so I'm just gonna use it as is. So I'm gonna add this. It literally just comes out like one big like dough of fondant. I might actually need the fucking processor, but so I obviously did the math on Google and 4 tablespoons is 2 ounces, so I'm basically using 1/4 of the butter stick. Like I said, I don't know if it needs to be melted, but yeah. And then it says to use a tablespoon of water. Obviously we're using filtered water, so, and I have my tablespoon measuring thing. Something in here. Add that. Now I'm gonna see if I can, I'm probably gonna cut this up first. I'm attempting this, y'all. I'm not a professional yet, but I'm just testing the waters right now. I'm gonna slice this so like I can soften it. So, like I said, if all else fails, I will just use the my food processor, which I'm not gonna lie, I probably will. So but it also says I'm definitely gonna be using the food processor just because this ain't gonna work. But I got it like chopped down so to where it's easier. We're pulling out the big guns and we're using a food processor. Mine is from Ninja. So probably not ideal. I will say maybe I should have like considered or made this a whole different way, but I am just kind of winging it. So I have my food processor here. It's well washed. This is pretty soft right now. I feel like the butter is kind of softening it up, if anything. So let's go ahead and mush it down. Yeah, the butter and water kind of softened it already, so it's kind of like going down easily, I guess. So, yep. this is a good idea, but we're just gonna try it, and if anything, I'll just add more water. That's probably what I'm gonna do, is add more water. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I don't want to break my food processor, but we're trying here, okay? So, what is my... Okay, so now that we have successfully made the buttercream, look at that. Like, it's soft, it's easy to maneuver, it's not hard. So this turned out really well, and I'm very glad I successfully made that. So we're gonna do the chocolate part. So what I'm gonna need for this part is a grate, so like a cheese grate, so pretty much like this. And then I'm gonna get the chocolate bar. This is gonna be a very sweet cake, clearly. This is gonna be probably like a 1 slice only, but I don't know, if you're crazy, you might want to. So pretty much just grab a piece like this, and we're pretty much just gonna grate it, and I'm gonna do it in the buttercream bucket that I made. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, that's what we have. We have a lot of it. Ooh, I almost dropped the whole thing. But we have a lot of that. I'm gonna put the chocolate away. I'm gonna put this in the fridge just so it doesn't melt. So let me go ahead and put this in the fridge. By the way, I did just take this out the oven. I'm just letting it cool down for a little bit before I go ahead and take it out of this. Given that it did rise, I may not need the other cake mix, but we'll see when we get there. If it does turn out I do need it, then we'll use it, of course. But for now, this is what it looks like. Looks pretty good, looks pretty moist, you know. Looks great. Also too, I did go ahead and stir the purple. I did have to add a little bit of water because it was kind of hard to stir, but as you can see, very creamy, very purple. Yeah, I went ahead and stirred this so I can go ahead and put it into these pipe bags. So yeah. Okay. So I let the cake cool down, and then I didn't record it, I should have, but I pretty much, because the bottom was not oiled, I was struggling trying to get out the pan, and as you can see, it did break. I am just starting, remember that. So I mean, I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm gonna make another layer, and I pretty much decided this is gonna be the bottom layer. So I'm gonna make another pan of cake and yeah, figure that out. So, but this is pretty much just gonna be the bottom because it does look pretty effed up. So yeah. Okay, so as you can see, I have the cake mix mixed. We're not gonna mess up again, so we're gonna oil the shit out of the bottom so we can get it out easily and it won't be crumbly. But regardless, if it does come out crumbly like the last one, it's like sitting right there, by the way. I have a solution. You're just gonna have to trust me. So we're gonna oil it. I'm using olive oil. Pretty much how I do it is I just drizzle it on the bottom. Grab a paper towel and pretty much just spread it with the paper towel. And I obviously did wash like my materials again. This is pretty lengthy process, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like it's already like, what time is it? It's already 5:20, so I've been doing this for almost an hour and a half. So we started at like what, 3:30? Oh, almost 2 hours, damn. Okay. But bottom is oiled. We are now gonna add the cake mix. Yeah, let's go. And once again, while that is baking, I'm gonna fix this, and I'm gonna tell you how. But I did clean up my area just a little bit, just so I have more space. Oh, and as you can see, I did cut a little bit of the edge just because I wanted it to fit on this plate right here. And then I put the rest in here, which I think I feel like I can make something out of this, but we're not gonna focus on that right now. We're gonna focus on this. So my plan to basically cover the crevices so it's not uneven and doesn't look like weird, I basically plan on putting some of the buttercream, and maybe I can alternate between the white and the purple, put it in the crevices so that way you know, we have a little something going on where we have like mixes of purple. Like when you cut into it, you have mixes of purple and white. I don't know, I feel like it would look cool. I want to attempt it, so let's do that. Okay, so this is what I did so far. And then I'm gonna be adding a bunch of this buttercream and then putting a layer over it while this bakes. And then I'm gonna put this in the fridge while that other one is done baking. Or when it's done baking, I will add on top, and then I will try and make it look nice with this spatula. And yeah, you're pretty much what I'll explain what I'm gonna do when I'm done with that. This is what I have so far. I know it looks like shit, but luckily this is only the bottom layer, and then a top layer I'm literally gonna try and like fix this or make it look nice. I know like the edges still look very crumbly and uneven, but like I said, this is just an attempt, and luckily this is not being sold to anybody, so yeah. But luckily it's kind of going as I would plan to. I mean, I'm kind of just fixing this along the way, but yeah, I added that. This is my first attempt at baking a cake. I want to improve over time, of course, so yeah, but we're just waiting on the other one to be finished. But this is the progress so far. Okay, I'm gonna add the purple frosting into the pipe, the pipette, whatever you want to call it. So I did put the little pipette in there. I might be saying the wrong thing. But I'm gonna add the frosting in the piping bag. So, and then I want to do some practice with the tip that I'm using to make sure I'm doing it right and it looks good. So yeah. Okay, low-key, y'all are not ready for this. Remember, this is my first attempt. Also, look at my hands, stained as hell, especially from the purple frosting. Y'all, you're just gonna have to see for yourself. Oh my god, y'all are not ready for this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my man's name is Isaac. It says happy birthday, Isaac. I know I put it very off center. At that point, it's like, what the fuck? It's a cake. Now let's evaluate where I went wrong. Let's sit on my bathroom floor, Trisha Paytas style. Oh my god, that's too loud. Let's evaluate where I went wrong with this cake. Number one, the cake mix that I used, which I didn't realize till after. It's a moist cake mix, and adding butter obviously makes it moist, but yeah, so that was the first mistake. Second, not oiling the bottom enough of the pan. I know some people are gonna be like, just use nonstick, but like nonstick has crazy chemicals that I don't want in my body, so no, I refuse. And yeah, I feel like really it's mostly the cake mix because it was moist, and obviously it came out very crumbly as I was trying to apply the buttercream. So this is a fail, but like I said, this is my first attempt at baking a cake. Also, my hands are stained galore. Like, they're stained purple and red from the cake mix and the frosting. This did not turn out perfect. I know, I am aware, but we tried and we're gonna have to eat it anyway, so yeah. But that's where I feel like I went wrong. I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt like I was gonna like go through some mishaps, but I'm a beginner, so I have a lot to learn. That's the cake right there, so I'm gonna put that in the fridge. My boyfriend is obviously gonna see it and he's gonna laugh, but whatever. It's already like 6 p.m. so we've been doing this for 2.5 hours. It's a lot. I have a lot to learn. Okay, I have a lot to learn. I have a long way to go with improving my baking. If you would like to leave some tips in the comments, please do. I feel like it would help. But we're gonna put that in the fridge and that's gonna be eaten tomorrow, and maybe I'll just film us, you know, say happy birthday to my boyfriend. So, but so much for a first vlog. I don't know, I don't really feel like this is a vlog, but so much for our first video. Thank you for coming along this journey with me of attempting this cake. Oh, you know what, I forgot to add the chocolate. Let me add that and then I'll show you. I mean, it already looks like shit, but whatever. Okay, here is it with the chocolate sprinkles. Yeah, made it look like shit even more, but we tried, y'all. We tried. So that's all that matters. We're gonna do many more attempts, so don't worry. But for right now, this is it. I cleaned it up a little bit on the sides, or at least I tried to. But I'm gonna put this in the fridge and then we're gonna be eating this tomorrow, so yay. Once again, thank you so much for watching, for sticking till the end. I am tired and yeah. Like I said, this is just the beginning of my baking journey. So, but thank you once again. Please support my channel in any way you can. Subscribe, like, comment. First video, many more to go, best believe. I've been wanting to do this YouTube stuff for a minute, so By the way, the aftermath. Look at all those dishes. And on my floors, I gotta clean. So I still have a lot more to do. After this, I really just want to chill on my couch and watch TV, but yeah, and my hands are super stained. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. This won't really be the end of the video, I guess, because I am gonna show the happy birthday clips, but this is the end of this. So thank you for watching.
Wait, are you taking a picture?
I'm video recording. Is everyone ready? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Isaac. Happy birthday to you. Who is babe?